Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Victor once again. It's another day and we have another scholarship. In case you're joining us for the first time, you're welcome. But where have you been? There are lots of videos already on this channel on fully funded scholarships from around the world. So look around, I'm sure that you find a scholarship that interests you. And if you're a returning subscriber, thanks for coming back. Thanks for the constant support. And I hope you get a scholarship sooner than later. So today we're returning to Germany in search of fully funded postgraduate opportunities. We'll be looking at this fully funded master's scholarship in public policy and good governance. This is open for applicants from different continents, not just from the African continent. We have this one particularly for those from the African continent, for some selected countries from East Africa. We have another one again for Africans from selected countries in West Africa. And then we have yet another one for people from different continents, different countries from around the world, the DAAD EPOS scholarship, which I talked about actually about a week ago, but just to refresh your memory that's also still available. And then I will talk to you about how to use the DAAD database. So there's a database here where you can look for different kinds of scholarships, different kinds of grants from DAAD. So it's a full package today. So just sit down, relax, and I'll tell you everything about, or the most things you need to know about the DAAD scholarships. First of all, these different scholarships might require different application procedures. The fact that they're all DAAD scholarships does not mean that they have the same application procedures. So pay attention to the particular DAAD scholarship you're applying for and the particular application procedure needed for that scholarship. So let's begin with the database. So DAAD is the German Educational Exchange Service Board. So they give them lots of scholarships to international students. And they have different categories of scholarships for usually masters and PhD, and maybe one or two for undergrads. And we'll do this later. So we'll do that later. So one or two for undergrads. So what do you do? If you know the particular DAAD scholarship you want to apply for, then that's good. And you can go straight to that one, like the DAAD Helmut Schmidt, or the leadership scholarship, or the EPOS scholarship. But if you're not sure of which one you qualify for, the best thing to do is to come to the DAAD scholarship finder, or the DAAD database, scholarship database, and then type in your country of origin. Like here I can put in Nigeria. And then you can type the field you're looking for, whether it's law, social sciences. I'll choose this one, economics, because that's like my field of study. And then you can leave this one blank as well, or just put research, PhD, or just study. I can leave it blank if I'm not sure of what to put there. And also leave this one blank, but it's usually graduate or PhD. Also leave it blank, and then let's see. Let's refine my search. So this refined search will bring out just the scholarship that I'm entitled to applying for. And I think these are to the best of my knowledge, I think it has filtered this already. And these are the scholarships I'm entitled to. And some of them are even just very short grants I can do for 1 year, 6 months. Others are long courses for like 2 years or 4 years, depending on the course you intend to work with. So let's use another filter and see if it would narrow it down a little bit more. Let's do graduate and then click OK. So these are the opportunities that brought out for me, and then I'll keep on scrolling and checking which one I qualify for and which one I'm entitled to. You even get university summer courses as well, in case you're interested in summer courses. Then you get EPOS for former applicants who can reapply. Then you have the EPOS scholarship I talked about last week. I'm going to talk about it again today. For those who want to do like masters and PhD in Germany for different courses. Then we can scroll down and see if there are other opportunities. So this is what I'm doing, just trying to check for those opportunities I qualify for. You can see this the Helmut Schmidt program I showed you from minutes ago. Helmut Schmidt program for good governance public policy. So the database also showed that to me. And look at this interesting one. Master scholarship for master student from sub-Saharan Africa fleeing war in Ukraine. Quite interesting as well. So there are lots of other opportunities here I think you should take advantage of. So if you have time, just sit down and go through these opportunities yourself and see which ones you qualify for. So for my country, there are already 42 opportunities for different categories of funding. So I've showed you that. Please go and do that yourself and see which ones you qualify for in case you're not sure. But if you already know the name of your scholarship and the category you belong to, just go straight to that one. So for the sake of this video, we'll be looking at the Helmut Schmidt scholarship. By the way, I got the scholarship like 4 or 5 years ago. So I'm like an alumnus of this scholarship. So in case you have questions, just ask me. I'm there to clarify. And then several people have also won this scholarship on this YouTube channel. This African Leadership Scholarship, either for the East Africa or for West Africa, and also the EPOS scholarship. Several people have won the scholarship on this channel. So we can give you lots of insight on how to apply. So let's begin with the Helmut Schmidt. For this one, is for those who have a background in things like public policy, things like political science, a bit of economics, little bit of law, social works. So these are the people who qualify for this scholarship. You can look at the announcement and see what it entails quickly. So we can look at this together. And so you usually have a first degree in a related field like social political sciences, law, economics, public administration, and the rest of them. And you're interested in to contribute to the development of your home country. And you also have professional experience. I think this scholarship also requires some experience. I think 2 years, if I'm not mistaken, but we'll confirm together. So there are a number of participating universities we'll be looking at together as well. For this scholarship, you wouldn't have to pay any fees, as you can see. Then you qualify for a monthly stipend of over 900 euros. Then your health insurance is covered, your travel allowance is covered, travel grants, everything is covered, rent and family supplement. So if you're bringing your family, they also help you cater for your family by giving them monthly allowance, by giving them insurance. So I had this friend, or I still have a friend, by the way, who brought his family to study in Germany. He came from the Middle East, brought his family to Germany, his wife and 3 children. They were all catered for in Germany. So if you have family, you can always bring along as well. Then though it's you're studying in Germany, you do not need to your course do not need to be in German. However, you're advised to take a brief German course for about 4 months, and this course is just to make you socialize with the Germans. Even though your course will be taught in English, a number of these courses are taught in English. If not, I think almost all of them are taught in English. But then you do a short German course to know the country well, make friends, socialize, ask for direction. So I also did a short German course of about 3 months as well, just to tell you that. It was a very good thing. Now I can speak ein bisschen Deutsch. I speak a little bit of German as well because of that. So it's a very stress-free German course, and you do it 3-4 months before you actually start your master's program in your designated university. So the instructions here are very clear. Just read them through and you will be fine. And the requirements are written here, practical experiences and the degrees you should get. Usually they're not very fussy about a first class or a second class. If you get like an average degree, you're often good to go. And you often say that your degree shouldn't be more than 6 years old. Shouldn't be more than 6 years old. So it means you should, if you're applying for this year, count whether your degree has exceeded or is within the 6-year margin. So all the documents listed here, I've talked about them individually on my channel already. So things like the DAAD form, you get this DAAD form from the participating university. So what they do here is that you do not send any documents to DAAD directly. Rather, you go to the participating universities, and where you get this form that you can fill, you also get you also send them a motivation letter of why do you intend to apply for this course, your professional background, what do you intend to do after the course, then a CV, and then copies of your CV, copies of your certificate and your transcript. You're allowed to select a maximum of 2 courses. You might just want one, or if you might want 2, depending on you. If you're selecting 2 courses, mention those 2 courses in your statement of purpose. Also state your first choice and your second choice. All the info is just here. I'm just trying to summarize very quickly. Proof of English language proficiency. If you already studied in the English language, you can bring a letter from your university showing that you already studied in the English language, so you wouldn't have to provide either the IELTS or the TOEFL. However, if you didn't study in the English language previously, then you have to take one of those exams. Of course, your reference letters and things like that. So all the information are here. All the information you need is here, rather. So just go through it and you'll be fine. So these are the courses you have to apply for. I think there are about 4 or 5 of them. So there's this one in social protection at this university in Bonn. So you go to this university page and see how to apply that. So you're applying to the university and not to DAAD. Go to the university page, check for the DAAD Helmut Schmidt scholarship application procedure, and then submit your application. Remember, you're not submitting anything to DAAD for this particular Helmut Schmidt program. So this one is in social protection. You can scroll down a little. This is in governance and development, and this is the one I applied for about 4 or 5 years ago, and I got in at the University of Duisburg-Essen. Once again, you go to the university page. So you go to the university page. This is the university page, right? And see how to apply and the required documents. So you send your application here to this university and not to DAAD. I'm just trying to repeat this because a lot more people make that mistake. That for the Helmut Schmidt program, you send the application to the university and not to DAAD directly. It might be different for all that DAAD scholarships, but for Helmut Schmidt, you're going to the university to apply. So read this document on your own, and it's very clear. The procedure is very clear, and the links are provided how you go to the university and then apply directly to the university. So this is development and governance. There's public policy. There's peace and conflict studies. There is management in non-profit organization, development studies, governance, and public policy. So there you go. That's the Helmut Schmidt. In case you need help on how to prepare some of these documents, like the CV, the statement of purpose, and any other document you need, just go to my homepage. I've made several videos already. So go to the homepage and scroll down a little. I've made several videos already on the DAAD scholarship. You can see DAAD scholarship here. I think we should increase this number to like 30 or even 40. We've had lots of DAAD scholarship recipients in this channel. So all these are videos on the DAAD scholarship. So you can take a look at them and see how they guide your application procedure. If you need things on the how to write the letter of motivation, the CV, there are also videos here on how to write them. I also shared my own letters as well. So take a look at these videos and you will be fine. So that is for Helmut Schmidt. Remember, we have others like EPOS. So I talked about the EPOS scholarship last time on the video on this channel. So also go to this channel, my channel. The last video was actually on the EPOS scholarship. So let's go there together. So where is it? Yeah, the last video on Germany is on the EPOS scholarship. Everything covered with family allowance in Germany. So take a look at that. The application procedure as well is kind of similar, but EPOS is open for different disciplines, not just public policy. And you can open here and see the different fields of study. You can see the different fields of study here. There's economics, there's development, there's engineering, there is regional planning, agriculture, forestry. You have the natural sciences, you have medicine, public health, you have social science, education, media studies. So lots of different courses. For this one as well, for EPOS, you have to go directly to the participating university and the participating course to apply. You're not sending any documents to that. You're going to the university and the university will do the nomination, and then When you're nominated, then you will be advised to send documents to DAAD. So for now, you're concentrating on the university and the application procedure for the DAAD scholarship. So that's EPOS. For the leadership scholarship, on the other hand, so this is the leadership scholarship. This is for those in East Africa, but these countries in East Africa, you have Burundi, Kenya, Sudan, and Uganda. And remember that the EPOS is open to people from different continents and different countries, not just Africa, by the way, in case anyone is confused. So this is the EPOS. Look at the countries you can apply for. Helmut Schmidt as well is open to people from different countries. So do not say your country is not on the list, so you cannot apply. Helmut Schmidt is open. You can see the very long list here of those who can apply. So I just want to clarify, because now I'm talking about African countries, and non-Africans might say, what about us? There are several opportunities you can also take advantage of, either the Helmut Schmidt or the EPOS scholarship. So let's go back to the one on East Africa. So these are the countries that can apply. It's also fully funded like the one we've looked at before. However, for this one, for this particular scholarship, you are applying not to the university but to DAAD first of all. So it means your application documents, all you need to put together, the documents will be clarified here, by the way. So read through the applications requirements and the documents. You'll be sending these documents to DAAD, not to the university. So this is the opposite of what we just looked at for the EPOS and the Helmut Schmidt scholarship. For this one, you're sending your documents to DAAD. And then after you're shortlisted by DAAD, then you're invited to apply to one of your universities. So while you're applying to that, it's also good to have an eye on one or two universities out there in Germany, of two public universities in Germany that you intend to apply to. You do not need to apply to them yet, but just have them on your radar. Send these documents to DAAD. Send your documents to DAAD, and then when you're shortlisted, then you're invited to send the documents also to the participating universities. Just the opposite of what we saw from the first two scholarships we looked at. The requirements and the procedures are also very clearly stated here. So you can see I'm claiming here that I'm from Kenya, and I'm showing I'm asking you to show me the applications procedure. So you can see here that actually you register on the DAAD portal for this leadership scholarship. You're not going to the university. Permits my repetition. For this leadership scholarship, you're not going to the university first. You're registering on the DAAD portal and you're uploading all the documents you need to upload. And then if they go through your documents, they see that you have a strong application, then you're told to apply to one of the participating universities. So this is for Eastern Africa. So this one is for Western Africa. And these are the countries for now. I think Nigeria was there for the last year's intake for the Western African leadership for Africa. But for this year, we have just Benin, Cameroon, Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana, and Mauritania. So these are the countries that are eligible for this year, for this particular one. So if you're Nigerian, do not worry. You can always apply for the EPOS scholarship or for the Helmut Schmidt scholarship. So we leave these ones for the Ghanaians and the Cameroonians and the others. So once again, for the leadership scholarship, you're going straight to apply to, let's say I'm Cameroonian, choose graduates. You're going straight to apply on the DAAD portal and not on the university portal. So what you do here is that you Google German universities, you Google German public universities and see which ones offer your course. So just have that in mind. So if you ask which universities would you like to study, you can mention the names of one or two, but you're not applying to them yet. But you're concentrating on applying on the DAAD portal first. And then if you have a good enough application, they send you an email that you'll be nominated. So go and look for a university and then apply. And then they'll support you with the funding and everything you need. For all the scholarships, they have similar benefits. So like you have your tuition covered, you have, let's see if we can go back there to what it contains. You have like your tuition, yes. So tuition is, you're not paying tuition, you have your living stipend. So if it's for a master's, you get about 900 euros. If it's for a PhD, you get like 1,000 to 1,300, I think. Insurance covered, travel allowance covered, research grants covered, family subsidy covered, German introductory course also covered. So it got you through and through. So this is it, guys. I hope this was useful. So just sit down, sit down, digest this information, and see how to put your documents together. There are lots of resources already on this channel on the DAAD scholarship. So just go to my channel and type DAAD, and several suggestions will come out. And when it comes to writing your motivation letter, your CV, and every other thing, we have lots of videos here already that could help you do that. It's just, are you ready to do the work? I think that's the question. And do not forget the DAAD database, scholarship database. In case you're not sure of the scholarships you qualify for, you can always use the database to check. You might see very interesting ones that you never knew even existed. But dig up the available information, and you'll just be surprised what you find. The information, the internet is an information trove, information treasure. If you're ready to dig, you might just find something worthwhile. And at the end of the day, we'll be celebrating you as you are awarded these juicy scholarships. As usual, guys, we cannot wait to celebrate you. So get to work. Fully funded scholarships all around the world here on this channel. If you've not subscribed, do so, because even many more are coming your way. And that's it for today, and I'll see you at the top sooner than later. Bye bye for now. Cheers.